Hey again everybody, it's me, and in today's topic I'm going to explain the get and post variables in PHP. Get and post are both special variables. Technically they're super global variables, but that's a topic for another day. Just think of them as special variables for now. These variables are used to collect data from an HTML form. If you have an opening form tag in HTML, you can use the action attribute, then send some data to some PHP file, whatever you list here. There's two different methods, get and post. They each have their own advantages and disadvantages, which we'll discuss later. For the time being, before our PHP script, let's create an HTML document. In VS Code, to do that, you would type ! then hit tab. Then be sure to follow our HTML document with a PHP script. Then I'm going to open up a web browser. In our HTML document, we're going to create a form. A user is going to type in a username, a password, then to log in, they're going to hit a login button. Let's create that. We'll need a label to begin with. We'll need to close the label. I'll add a line break. The label will say user name. Then we'll add a text box. Use the input tag. It's a self-closing tag. Add a line break. Within the input tag, we will set the type to equal text because it's a text box. Then we will set the name to be user name. Let's copy our label and our text box. Paste these two lines again, but change username to password this time. The type will be password. The name will be password. So you can type something into your username. If you were to type within the password box, it should be hidden, which is good. Then lastly, we'll add a button. We'll use a self-closing input tag. The type will be submit. It's a submit button. The value is the text on the button. Let's set that to be log in. So we have a button, but it currently doesn't do anything. We will enclose all of our elements within a form tag. Be sure to open it, then close it. I will indent all of this. Within my opening form tag, I will set the action attribute to be a file in which I want to send this data to. I will send this data to the PHP script of the same file. So my file is index.php. I will list that here, index.php. If you had a separate PHP file, you would just change the file name to reflect that, or the file path. Then we will set the method attribute to be either get or post. We'll begin with get. So let's type in a username, make up a password, and this still doesn't do anything. Within our PHP script, we're going to utilize the get variable because we're using the get method. Let's echo, then type $_ the word get. So get is a special type of variable. It can hold more than one value. If you're familiar with arrays, it's technically an array. Within get, we have both a username and a password. I would like just the username. To get just the username, after the get variable, add a set of square brackets, then within a set of quotes, type in the name of the information you're getting. I would like the username. Let's see what happens. I'm going to save, type in a username, make up a password, log in, and there's my username. Now let's do this with the password as well. Echo get password. So let's refresh everything. I'll make up a username, type in a password. There's my username, there's my password. I'm going to put my password on a new line. I need a line break. There's a couple different ways in which we can do this. You can use some string concatenation. One way to do that is to type dot, followed by a line break within quotes. I'll do that for the second line as well. So that would work. My preferred method is to do something like this. I'm going to surround my get variable with quotes, then add a set of curly braces around our get variable. Then add a line break. Bro, make up a password, log in, There we are. If using the get variable and you need to add a line break, this is my preferred way, although there's more than one way. Use whatever suits you. Now with get, we have one problem. If we were to take a look at the URL of this document, when using the get method of a form, any data sent over to a PHP form is appended to the URL. Username equals bro, and password equals pizza123. There's no security because we're appending some sensitive information, such as a password, to the URL. That's where post comes in. I will change the method to post. Let's see what happens. I'll type in my first name, make up a password, and log in. So we have an undefined array key. If you're using the post method, let's change get to be post. Make up a username, type in a password, log in. There's my username, there's my password. And if I were to take a look at the URL, my sensitive data isn't appended to the URL. The post method is more secure than get, but they each have their own advantages and disadvantages. With the get method, data is appended to the URL. It's not secure. I wouldn't pass any like usernames or passwords using a get method. There's a character limit. However, with the get method, bookmarking a page with values is possible. Get requests can be cached. Get tends to be better for a search page. Now with post, data is packaged inside the body of the HTTP request. It's more secure than get. There's no data limit. Pages involving a post request can't be bookmarked, and the requests are not cached. Post tends to be better for submitting credentials, like a username and a password, any sensitive information. So if security matters, use post. If it doesn't, get might be better. Now let's cover an exercise. Let's clear our PHP form. Then within the body of our document, we will create an order page for a restaurant. We will begin by creating a form. We'll need a pair of form tags, then be sure to close it. Within my opening form tag, I will set the action attribute to be a file or a file location. I will send this data to my index.php file. For the method, let's use post. For my order form, let's create a text box for a quantity. I'll create a label. I'll close it right away. Let's change the text to quantity. Then I'll add a line break. We'll add a text box. Input. The type is text. The name will be quantity. We'll use the input tag. Set the type attribute to be submit. Then value equals, how about total? We're calculating a total. Now within my PHP script, let's say we have a food item. I'll create a variable, item equals, make up some food, like pizza. We'll need a price. Price equals, make up a price, $5.99 sounds good. Then a quantity, whatever the user is going to type in. That is found within the post variable. $_ post. Add a set of square brackets, semicolon. Within the square brackets, I would like the quantity. Now, this is a personal choice. What I like to do is that if I'm accessing the get or post super variable, I like to store the result within a local variable. So I'm going to create a quantity variable. Quantity equals whatever our quantity is from our HTML form. I find caching one of these values within a local variable more convenient to work with. So let's echo a message, like an order total. You have ordered, let's use our quantity, to T, X, what's our item? Pizzas. Item, I'll add S, because it may be plural. Then we'll calculate a total. Echo. You know what? Let's create a total variable as well. Total, I'll set that to be null because we'll assign a value later. total equals quantity times variable price. Then we'll echo your total is, add a placeholder, our variable total. Then I will precede our placeholder with the $sign. But we need to use that escape sequence. All right, let's save everything. Enter in a quantity. I want 3 pizzas. Oh, we need a line break as well. You have ordered 3x pizzas. Your total is $17.97. And if I were to look at the URL, we're using the post method, so our quantity is not going to be appended to the URL. If I were to use get, let's replace post with get. Do that here as well. I'm going to type in 3 pizzas again, hit total. I can change the URL to reflect a different quantity, like maybe I want 30 pizzas, then resubmit. You have ordered 30 pizzas. The grand total is $179.70. That's one of the reasons why post is more secure than get. You can change the URL to reflect a different value. All right, everybody, so that is both the get and post variables in PHP. Hey, if you're enjoying my series so far, let me know by smashing that like button, leave a random comment down below, and subscribe if you'd like to become a fellow bro.